All right, welcome back. If you haven't noticed yet, fall has arrived.
Long sleeves, that kind of stuff. There are several driving risks this time of year you may not know about.
Yeah, so we have Ann Scallon from Before the Wheel, and she's here to clue us in. So, what are you talking about here? We need to pay attention about, this time of year we see sort of that drizzle, not the heavy rain, but we have to actually worry about drizzle?
Yes, because we're just starting our color season, so we're going to start seeing some of those leaves falling. And the leaves fall, and sometimes they end up in groupings or piles, or they're put into piles. And sometimes there's things under it, potholes or more branches, more danger. They're very slippery, and people just they're not on their game as much as when we get a lot of warnings for the winter driving. So you really have to be careful about that when you're going down the road and it's drizzling.
And dusk comes earlier. How does that throw people off?
Well, it throws them off in a lot of different ways. You just had a segment on the deer. The animals' behaviors start to change. So they are looking for food in different places. All their sources are drying up. They're thinking there's other sources close by. They're starting to travel across the roads. They're also migrating to warmer places. So we're going down a road, we're kind of expecting everything to go smoothly, because a week ago it was just sunny and gorgeous, and now everything's changed. It's darker, there's shadows, there's animals darting out. So you really have to be following a little more distance between the car that's ahead of you and taking more precautions.
This is something I don't think about it, but does the air temperature change or affect the tire pressure?
Yes,
really?
Yes. That's the other thing we see is, we'll have a great day. We had 80 degrees a few days ago.
Yeah, a week ago.
And then, I walked
out. Don't talk about it.
Walked out this morning. There's, the wind's howling and everything's blowing around. The temperature's dropped. That changes the air pressure in our tires. So we have to keep track of that and make sure that we are keeping them filled properly.
So when you are in the wooded areas, it's mostly where they see a lot of these deer darting out and other animals. What are the tips? Because obviously, you go the speed limit, but is there anything else that you can do to prevent a collision?
Well, you need to slow down, and a lot of times it will happen. The animal will appear in front of you, and that's when the big decisions need to be made. The most important thing to remember is not to swerve. That's where the more critical accidents happen.
Let's talk about these winter tips. You have a few of those. Let's put those up.
Okay, sure.
What do we got here?
Maintenance of the vehicle. Want to do that, right? Plan ahead for each trip, have a safety kit, and think about staying home. This is obviously for the winter driving when things get bad.
Right. The staying home is when it gets really critical.
Right.
When we're telling you to stay home.
Exactly. When you're saying if there's no reason to be out, don't go out. And I hear people say, I'm going out anyway, and I say, don't go out.
And always good stuff. Thank you for coming in, and we'll be right back.